All Over the Road New Orleans is brought to you by CoinTrader Inc. Mind your money, and recorded in front of a live studio audience.
But baby, it's hurricane season, and now we got to leave. Yo, look at Costco's. Like, we surrounded by buku water, yo. Like, at this point, I just need gas in the car, the massages for my dog.
Here at All Over the Road New Orleans, the podcast, we'd like to thank all of our listeners, followers, and subscribers for 4 good seasons, and welcome to the show.
You know, it's hurricane season already, people. You know, down here in New Orleans, we're already getting ready. We're batting down the hatches already, man. I got me some new shutters from LAS. I beat the uglies. I gotta beat the uglies, Derek. Hunter, you know all about that weather stuff.
I know a few things about a few things, as it pertains to weather.
You went out the other night to Thunder Island and almost got stuck, huh?
I did.
It's All Over the Road, the podcast with Victor Del Giorno. There's no Teddy today. Before we cracked the mics, before the mics got hot, Derek, which they are right now. These mics are hot. I don't know if you know that.
Scalding. Very.
Scalding hot.
Scalding.
I was talking about how I don't know what happened to Teddy. Mm-hmm. I know he said he was going on vacation. You know he was going? He was actually going to the National Association of Broadcasters Convention.
That's got to be a lively crowd out there.
I mean, it's been years, huh? I think when you go to those conventions, it's like when you just get into the business and you go and. Yeah, but Teddy's still, he's still got the radio thing, in him.
He still has it.
But I haven't heard from him. Nothing. Usually I hear from him. I'll hear something from him.
Right.
But I have not heard a word, not a word from him, which just got me a little concerned.
Rightfully so. I mean, that's your right-hand man and your left hand.
I know. I mean, he's not only that, but he's one of the only few people that really get, paid on the show. He gets paid.
Right. Right.
One of the very few. Should I call him? I want to give him his space. I do. I want to give him his space, but
it's like a well check. We're just making sure. Yeah. We're making sure he's okay.
Yeah. It's one of those things. Hello, anybody there?
Yes.
Well, there he is. There he is.
I was just talking to Derek, and I said I haven't even heard from you. I mean, nothing like you're missing. And Derek mentioned a milk carton. I guess they don't do that anymore. Everything's organic now, so you can't.
Am I off the show? Am I fired? I didn't even know we were recording today.
Well, actually,
did
I
just hang up?
No. I was going to surprise you. And we were supposed to do this last week, Derek and I, and surprise you. And it just didn't work out that way. I don't know what to say, but it didn't work out that way. But I was a little worried about you. I mean, you should have called. You didn't call. Nothing. You don't call? Nothing.
I was a little vacay, a little work vacay, for my other business.
Where'd you go?
And, we were in Orlando for about 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Then we went we had 2 radio conferences. I told you where I was going. Don't act like you didn't know. I got paid or something. Give me a break.
Derek, are you aware of what the weather might have been like when he was gone in Orlando? How's the weather been in Orlando lately? I'm sure you're paying attention. Derek, the other night, decided to go with a thunderstorm rolling out. And, of course, Derek is a meteorologist. He's a graduate from Penn State University. Go Nittany Lions. Yeah. He's actually wearing his Penn State shirt today. And we'll have to get a picture.
We could do that. We could do that.
And then, so he wanted to go see a storm, and then the water, everything came in, and he almost got stuck, couldn't get home.
It was angry out there. It's an angry storm. I know. Did you?
It was perfect in Orlando. I probably should have checked with you first, but it was one of those cases where even if it was bad weather, I was going either way. You know what I mean?
For sure. But, did you make your way over to the House of Mouse? Did you go to Walt Disney World while you were there?
No. It was actually at Universal, the place, the second conference I went to.
Oh,
but I'm a little down on Disney.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of avoiding that place anyways. But I don't have to avoid it because I didn't want to go anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. Universal's catching up on Disney out over there.
Well, Universal, I remember when they opened Universal, when they first opened it in Orlando, they had this big radio thing. Teddy, do you remember this? And people were out there, and I remember at the time, I was working at a local radio station here, by the way, called B97. And the morning guys were these Walton and Johnson guys, which they're still on the air, but Walt and John passed away. And they didn't want to go down there and be a part of this big opening. But they wanted someone to go down there. And of course, they had a sponsor. They were making money, of course, the sales department. And so they needed someone to go down there and interview people. And I went down there. It was the very opening. I interviewed the girl that was on the Dutch Masters commercials. The minute you walked in the joint, remember that lady?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And
Yeah,
Steve Allen, all these old time people. Yeah, and I even rode on the bus with Jack Brickhouse's wife, Teddy, Mrs. Brickhouse. Hey. He was an announcer for the Cubs for a while, but then these big old shrimps on the Barbie and everything. Martha was pregnant for Katie, and or it might have been Emily. Yeah, Emily. Yeah. Anyway, it was really, really cool. But talking about hey, the Cubs and everything is that Derek is here. Our big trip. We went up and saw the Cubs. Remember, you and me took the trip. It was a few weeks ago.
Yeah, Derek. You went to Houston. Yeah, I saw the pictures.
Yes, Derek. We went to Houston.
Well, the Cubs got swept.
Cubs got swept, but they've been hot. They won yesterday. Somebody hit a walk-off home run or something yesterday, I think. I don't know. That's right. But, I've been watching so much baseball. It all just kind of gels together in my head.
162 games. It's a lot.
I don't remember who's playing, what's playing. I don't know. But anyway, hold on. I got the hiccups.
You drinking again?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there? You drinking during the show?
Yes.
Derek, you allow that? I don't allow it. I'm in studio.
It's...
He's trying to get away with it.
Yes, I am.
He just kept saying what Teddy doesn't know. I was like, I don't understand.
Martha's been out of town. Yeah. Martha's been out of town, so.
Oh, geez. Okay. Explains a lot.
That's why he answered the door without pants on.
So Teddy and I made this trip, Derek, right?
Okay.
And, I've made that trip so many times. I know all the, exits. And what's that? All the exits and the exit numbers.
You're talking about over at Minute Maid.
Between here and
here in Houston.
Between Baton Rouge and Houston.
Yeah.
There's some pretty notorious exits.
Yeah. So, I want to talk a little bit about this. Are you familiar with some of this stuff?
I am. I've done this drive many, many a times.
Okay. Well, then some of this will be familiar to you.
Okay.
Like, for instance, exit 177.
Okay.
Now, look, here, first of all, I'm at exit 230.
Right.
If you want to come to Vic's house, it's exit 230.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so now as you go west on 10 to Baton Rouge, it goes down. And every mile has a mile marker.
Exactly.
And every exit's associated with the mile. Okay, so if I'm 230 here, that means to the Sabine River. Mm-hmm. You know the Sabine River, don't you? Okay, from here to Sabine is 230 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
So exit 177. Are you familiar with that exit, Derek?
I'm assuming is that in your Gonzales?
That is absolutely correct.
Look at that. You got to know your outlet exits.
Is that my exit?
No, that's not. I'm not actually. We're 177, Teddy. We're 177.
I don't know. But I don't go by exit numbers like you do. I kind of got educated on it because
I'm trying to
teach them, of course.
I'm trying to teach an old man new tricks. Okay.
Yeah.
So
right. Okay.
Okay. So exit 77, yes, is your Tangler outlet mall.
Solid deals.
Well, that's one. That's only one from mine. Yeah.
177.
So
yeah. Wait a minute.
4 miles from my exit. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Are you gonna? All right, Teddy. All right. You want me to be completely honest? You are exit 172.
Oh, 172.
You're 172.
Okay.
Okay. So 177 is Gonzales. You got the outlet mall. You got the Bass Pro Shop. You got Jack in the Box.
You got a Cracker Barrel.
You got a Cracker Barrel. You got the big mall.
You got a bunch of hotels. I mean, over the last 5 years.
Yeah, they got.
Who's staying there, by the way? Who's staying in Gonzales, Louisiana?
Well, it's a lot of plant workers.
Well, that's exit one.
Come in and stuff like that.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. But there is some interesting stories about exit 151. We're going to get to that.
Okay.
So exit 177, you got all this good stuff. Mm-hmm. You have a Mike Anderson seafood too. It's in one of them. Yeah, and they have the hotels there. They got some hotels you would stay at, and some that you probably wouldn't be a good idea to stay at. Some of these. Okay, so
it's got a wide range.
Some of you just probably would. Wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, so that's a place 177. That you go, you get your business done, and then pretty much after that you leave. I would say. Yeah, I'm not going to spend the night at 177, even though there's tons to do. I would not do that. Okay, so now Teddy is 172. Okay, so now you go down, you keep going west. Of course, our ultimate goal is the Sabine River.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now in Baton Rouge, there's an exit. Okay, it's exit. I didn't write this down, Teddy. Do you remember what exit it was? The one where the Target.
I don't know if you just give me the
one with the
street number,
Target. The one with the Target. The one with the Target. The one with the Starbucks. The Starbucks.
Well, that's in Lafayette. That's not Baton Rouge.
Oh, it wasn't Lafayette. Okay.
That's like 101 or something, right?
Okay. All right. I'm all screwed up because I'm coming from the other direction now.
Right.
We're heading west.
Let me tell. Can I, Vic? Can I tell what I recollect about that? What'd you say? Exit 191 in Lafayette. There's a Target there.
Yes.
And in my many trips to Houston and back, I've stopped there because inside the Target is a Starbucks. Right.
Okay, but
so
I was telling Teddy, Teddy, this is a weird exit in my experience because they got a Target and there's no gas. I got off that exit one time to get some gas and there was no freaking gas. How do you have a Target and no gas? There's no place to get gas.
I want to say across the street there. Isn't there a racetrack?
Well,
there is. Okay. And that's what I tried to tell him, Derek, and he didn't believe me until we actually went there and got gas.
I kept telling him there's no gas here. He's going, yes, there is. There's no gas here. He goes, with the Starbucks. Okay, so we go to the Starbucks. You're going to tell the story about the Starbucks?
Well, we stopped for a couple of reasons. We wanted to fill up our tank, the gas tank.
Right.
And we also needed to use the facilities at the Target because as far as I remember, that was always a nice stop for me, going to the Target, use the bathroom.
Very nice place. Sit down, relax.
Yeah, so we find a good parking spot, almost to the front. So, we both have to go pretty bad. I get out of the car, I lock the car. Vic gets out the car on his side. He's like, I can't make it. And it's only 50 feet. And he opens the door, and I turn around, and he's got the door open, and he couldn't make it.
I had to relieve myself.
He's right. He actually couldn't make it.
I couldn't.
So Derek, I just kept on walking.
Yeah, I would know him at that.
I got in the store as quickly as possible.
I would have liked.
What happened?
I would have liked to have made it, but there was no way I was making it. Okay.
Yeah.
So you do the door. You open the door. You open the one door, and you open the back door, and you pretend like you're kind of looking around like something's wrong with that.
You didn't open the back door. You only opened the front door. I don't know.
He's still looking at the windshield wiper. Is this windshield wiper working right? What is going on?
We have a very active prostate in our age. I'm not, saying anything negative about this. I mean, it could happen to me next time. I mean,
it could.
I'm just saying that's what happened. So we go in the store and
there's more to this story.
Maybe just a little bit. We go in and I use the facility inside as opposed to Vic. I couldn't make it, but then we, hey, Vic, I'll buy a coffee. I'll get your coffee. Well, Starbucks inside. We'll conveniently located. There's quite a line. Vic comes in, he sits down. I finally order, and it's about 20, 30 minutes. I mean, it's ridiculous. And we finally make it to place the order. We're waiting. And some girl, remember, she dropped something and, just woke the whole place up.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Including me, yeah.
Yeah. Because we were kind of tired at that point, man. We, spent 2.5 days and we still on our way home.
Fantastic. We tripped the lights fantastic there.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then remember the person, we want to be, I guess, correct here. I don't know. The person with the low voice, here's your coffee.
Yeah,
and Vic had given me.
It was like this. He went like this. He went, Brittany. And then Brittany went and got her coffee. Look, this is the thing. I'm sitting in a chair. I could only see the top of this person's head because I got the coffee machine there. I'm sitting there and watching these, it must have been prom day or something. And I could just see the top of his head. All I know is he's making Teddy's coffee. He's making my coffee. And I hear him go like this. I hear him go, Brittany, latte.
You keep saying he. But you keep saying he.
Well, listen to me. Yeah, I mean, if you hear Brittany, latte. I mean, what do you think?
He had some extra wide hips and some long hair, which is fine. Okay,
but Teddy, I only saw the top.
A very heavy top. You remember it because I know you.
I just saw the curls. I thought he had like a little Prince do, like Prince did,
well,
like a little jury curl.
In my 20 minutes, in 20 minutes standing in line there. I got a full look.
Derek, it took forever to get this freaking coffee.
Right.
So I stopped. I walked out again.
Yeah, you left.
I left. I stood by the car.
But you did. You were very, very gracious. This is a huge tip. And he says it all the time, but I know for a fact he gave me like a 5 or 10. I don't even know for like the coffee. And I gave it to him for a tip, and then we left laughing. And
I thought he was a hard-working guy. He was making a bunch of coffees.
There you go again.
Crap load of freaking coffees. All right, so I'm standing out by the car. Here comes Teddy. Comes out. He's got our coffees. All right, you're going to tell the rest?
No, you go ahead. Okay. You got it.
All right, we'll come back and tell you. We'll come back and tell you the another story, and the rest of this story. We come back. All over the road. The podcast continues. Take a quick break.
What's up, y'all? Here's some tips for this upcoming hurricane season. Text NOLA Ready to receive alerts. Make evacuation plans with your family. Make sure you have food, water, documents, and medications. And if you don't have assistance evacuating, get with the city evacuation plan. For more info on how to prepare for a hurricane, visit our website, ready.nola.gov. And y'all stay safe out there.
The All Over the Road listener comment line. Say whatever you want. 24 hours a day. Tell a story. Give your opinion.
You'll be on the next podcast. So go ahead. Don't be shy. Call 504-603-6753.
Okay, now we'll finish what happened at exit 101, because that was on the way back. Okay, we'll finish that.
Okay, 101.
Yeah, it was 101. But now, for instance, if you're coming back from Baton Rouge, well, first of all, exit 97 is Scott, Louisiana. Are you familiar with Scott?
I'm familiar with Scott.
Okay, now what's so significant about Scott?
Is that the Boudin capital?
The Boudin.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And we were going to stop for Boudin, and then we got to it. I don't know. I just said I didn't have it in me.
Yeah.
To stop for the Boudin, but there they got the Boudin. They got a good pizza place too.
You were in and out of consciousness as you were coming home, and I remember reminding you, "Hey, this is the exit for the Boudin. You want to stop?" Look, nah.
Well, Teddy's got this new lowrider BMW, right? So smooth.
Yeah,
it does. Yeah, it had a real form-fitting seat for me, and I was able to relax. It was very comfortable. I drove the whole way. Right. Yeah, it was beautiful.
It's not a lowrider. It's a lowrider compared to his big Ram truck.
No, it's a lowrider. It's a
BMW.
It's a lowrider.
It's a 330i. I guess
it's got tinted windows. It looks like he's in the freaking mafia in this thing.
Right?
Yeah.
Those things go fast too, and it's deceptive too, because you'll be doing like 90, and it feels like you're doing 60.
Yeah. So 97 is Scott. Okay, now there's exit 72. Okay, and that's where they have the world famous Rice Casino.
Okay, I've seen the signs. The
Rice Casino. Now you stop there. They got a Rice Casino. They used to have a good seafood place there, but they used to have a Ralph and Cacoo's there.
Okay, then I know exactly where that's at.
And they have the Rice Casino. Now, this is a little bit. I'm not talking about the mangy tiger. Where's the mangy tiger, Teddy? The mangy tiger, is that in? Oh, that's in Baton.
I think it's closer to Baton Rouge. I think it's.
It's maybe 2 exits past Baton Rouge or before.
Yeah, they used to have this exit, this gas station where they had a tiger in a cage, a real tiger.
Yeah.
Did you remember that?
Yeah, I remember the signs. I mean, I never went inside to look at it.
This tiger was so freaking mangy and skinny. It was really terrible.
Yeah.
And finally, I think the tiger passed away. I think.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and I don't think
see the billboard is still there. It's just kind of across to the tiger.
I don't think that guy is ever going to get another. He's never going to get a permit to have another tiger again. I can tell you that. That freaking guy. He was some Arabian guy. You want to see my tiger?
Jeez. Is that all it takes? Is just a permit and you can get a tiger in this state?
Dangerous species. These are the weird exits. Now, Whiskey Bay. Have you ever heard of the Whiskey Bay exit?
Is that on the other side of the Atchafalaya Basin?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's part of it.
Okay.
Atchafalaya Basin. And I, you know what? Part of me wants to challenge you, Derek, to get off at Whiskey Bay and just see it, but I don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Teddy, what do you think?
No, we flew right by it. We did. We looked over the side. There's not much there.
Well, I've done it
anymore.
I have done it before. You know me. I'm a very curious type.
Right.
And I got off there, and all it is you come off on Whiskey Bay, right? And it's a turnaround. They have it do. You can turn around and get back up and go the other way. The only thing there is like swamp. And I can tell you this, I've heard at least a half a dozen news stories where people talked about bodies being dumped at Whiskey Bay.
I can see that.
Yeah. You go. It's perfect.
Yeah, man.
Maybe you go, you pull down there, you open up the trunk, boom, boom, you go back, you're going back the other way.
And you know, in his Mafia BMW, you probably wouldn't be the first one to do that.
I was worried about myself. Because he's getting off of Whiskey Bay. What's going on that we're getting off of freaking Whiskey Bay? Is what I was saying to myself. I was saying. So
didn't get off.
Yeah, no. So so then of course, the last time Teddy and I went to Houston, they hadn't completed the rest stop, the Welcome Center into Texas, which is right on the Sabine River. Mm-hmm. Have you been to it yet?
Oh, I've been. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It really is.
Yeah, there was one time when we went. Remember we once stood on that back deck, Teddy? The back deck.
You see alligators, all sorts of stuff down there.
Yeah.
It was like, you know what?
That's the rest stop with the big star.
The big star. Well, that's when you know you're getting back into real civilization because you're going into a real state like Texas and you're leaving this freaking banana republic. That's what you know.
Well, that and I think the speed limit's like 80, 85 as well. Right there.
Banana republic. So the last time Teddy and I went, they had the trailers they hadn't completed yet, but there's a big back deck. And you know what? There's not a whole lot of real scenic spots in New Orleans. I remember I did take a picture one time when I was at the lakefront of a sunset, Teddy. And I think we posted it somewhere. You posted it for me. And John Snell commented on it, the news guy.
Yeah, news guy. Yeah.
And about the beauty of the picture.
He's a photographer himself, isn't he?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
John Snell complimented me on my photo. I was very excited about that.
That's high praise. That's high praise.
High praise. I know he's a pear-shaped fella, but, nonetheless. Thank you, John Snell. I don't know if he listens to this podcast. He probably doesn't anymore. Now he doesn't, but he used to, maybe.
It's very flattering to get a comment on a photo by John Snell because that's what he does, right?
Yeah.
From his news anchor position.
But what I'm getting to is, if you ever want to get a really good shot, that back deck right on the state line is really nice.
It is.
It's really, really nice.
It is.
So I would stop there. I would say that when you're making that stop to Houston, I mean, let's review. Going to Houston from New Orleans. Okay, if you want to dump a body, you do Whiskey Bay. If you want to, get a latte, you do the exit 101. 97 is Scott. You want some boudin? Maybe they got to go to Italian restaurant too. You go to the Rice. You go to the Rice Casino. I mean, you see the pattern here.
Exactly.
You see the pattern here.
Exactly.
See what I'm talking about. See how nice this is. Okay, now. Then you get to the big rest stop with the beautiful view and the beautiful clean restrooms. I mean, boom. Then you're in Texas.
Exactly.
Then you hit the Beaumont. Okay, and that's another story.
Yeah.
Okay, once you hit the Beaumont.
And Beaumont, you just, I feel like me and Vic. I mean, you just kind of just keep going.
Yeah, I forget about we used to call it Blowmont when I was a kid in Texas, so it was never really a thing.
I've ever said that on the show.
Yeah.
Blowmont. Very nice.
Yeah. There you go. I'm bringing I'm really bringing some sophistication to the show.
Now, what did you used to call it again?
That would be Blowmont.
Thank you, Derek.
Blowmont. That's good. I've never heard that.
Thank you for that. No, I hadn't either. Okay, so then you're in Texas. So now we're getting ready to head on the way back. All right, so now we're heading the way back. And on the way back is when we had the incident at the Target and the Starbucks. But then
wait, let me interrupt. Going to Houston, I always thought between Beaumont and Houston, there really wasn't a place to stop. But you made me aware of another rest area.
There you go. You're right.
Kind of hidden. It's kind of hidden off. There is the Sciences rest area, and I've driven by it a million times. But it's really a nice rest area.
I'm the expert on the rest areas because I have to pee all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, once you get into Texas, then there's exit 55 in Texas. You're 55 miles in the state of Texas. Okay. Because when you get in Texas, you're zero. You're 10. You're zero. Okay.
Yeah.
So you gotta know your mile markers here. Okay.
You gotta know your. What doesn't it, when you're going from east to west though? Isn't it like 800 and something on the way? I think right when you get into Texas, isn't it on I-10?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, going east to west.
Right. I'm sorry. It's exit 855.
There you go.
850. I'm sorry about that. Thank you for that correction, Derek.
That's what I'm here for.
It's 855. All right. So now this one has got a rest stop. All right, but I got this place pegged because what you do is when you pull in, you don't go all the way to the rest stop part. You stop just shy of it. There's a little bridge, and there's these little group of bathrooms that are apart from the major bathrooms, and they've got what's called the family restroom.
Oh.
Yes. Thank you. Teddy, thank you for reminding me of this.
Yeah, and I'll never forget that exit, not only because of what you just said, but because of, remember the rest area attendant, the elderly man who was in there. He was so nice. How many times you go to a rest area? There's like nobody there. Everybody's kind of, just got to go in, get out.
He had the Aquavelva.
Remember?
Yeah, he had gum. He wanted to give you some gum, some Aquavelva.
Yeah, and he's like, "Are you doing okay? Do you need anything?
Yeah.
How can I assist you? Welcome to Texas. What are you doing here?" And he wasn't like interrogating you. He was just being a friendly guy. And it was in that town, and I don't even know if I can spell it. I know I can't say it because I've seen it a million times. It's like Anah. Maybe Derek knows. That's where the exit is for this rest area. Yeah, that's probably it.
Anahuac, yeah.
Something like that. Anahuac. Is that how you say it?
That's how you say it. Anahuac, yeah. It's where they have the alligator festival in the state of Texas. So
right. If it's not, it's right near that town going into Houston.
There you go.
And see, when I go to this rest stop, I don't go to the regular bathroom like Teddy did. I go to the family one because it's like your own hotel room, really. I mean, you got your own sink. You could do everything in that. Maybe you could spend a week and order pizza in there if you want. They can bring. It's like a nice big bathroom.
Yeah.
That nobody knows about. You're gonna know about it. So anyway,
you take your time. Usually you're not. It's individual. Like you lock the door behind you.
Absolutely, nobody can enter. It's no one. You take a nap and you can bring your sleeping bag in there. You do whatever. So that's 855. Okay, so now we're heading on the way back. All right, on the way back, and it's the same thing. You got to go through the Beaumont construction, and then they've got this this exit. Right before you get to the big bridge in Baton Rouge, where it's always backed up.
Mm-hmm.
You ever notice that?
Always.
24/7.
Now, why is that? Now, Teddy's got a theory, and Teddy completely screwed this up. I mean, we could have been home an hour earlier. But, he gets on that bridge, and he wants to stay in the lane, so he's in the right lane because of that goofy merge.
Gotcha. So once he gets on the other side of the bridge, he'll be already on the right side.
Who does that?
Yeah,
Well, let me tell you this. I mean, this is going on I-10 west to east, traveling east. And you go across the river, Mississippi River Bridge, and that's the only place that I know of that the I-10 turns from 2 lanes to 1 lane.
Yeah,
right on the other side. You have to be in that middle lane.
I know, but
if you don't stay in that middle lane, you will get edged out. You'll have to exit at Nicholson or take the 110 north. And
no, you got to be aggressive. You got to be aggressive.
You got
to be more aggressive there, Teddy. But I will say this to you, okay? The exit right before that is exit 151. Exit 151. And that's the exit that Teddy and I talked about. We both agreed we could both spend a weekend at that exit. That'd be the... You don't have to worry about the bridge.
I don't know if our wives would want to come with us.
No, it's kind of a seedy exit.
I was trying to put that in my mind. I was like,
and that's why they put it there. They put it there so that you get stuck and you go, and you get off, and then you get robbed. You end up in one of these weird places, and before you know it, somebody's going through your pockets.
That's West Baton Rouge.
Lobdell.
Okay, that's what it's called.
That's beautiful. Beautiful Lobdell.
Port Allen.
I want to say hi to everybody. Lobdell. Port Allen. Hey,
yeah, Port Allen.
Hey, you. All right, so the rest of the story can really only be told. The rest of the Target story can only be told correctly when we reach Teddy's house and talk to his lovely wife Hazel. And I'm going to tell you the rest of that story in the end of that right after this. So don't miss it. I don't care what people tell you, inflation is here. They're about ready to put a tax on beef, a tax on pork. Have you seen the price of milk? Inflation is here. Shortages are here. And financially, you got to figure out what the heck you're going to do with excess cash. They call it discretionary income. Well, the best thing that you need to do is to contact our friends at Coin Trader Inc. They deal in all the precious metals, rare coins. It's completely private. You don't need a social security number. You could be Bozo the Clown and open an account with Coin Trader. They've been around for 15 years. They have an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Call them today and protect your hard-earned wealth. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rare U.S. and ancient coins. They're experts in all that stuff. Give them a call at 504-267-6004 and tell them the king of all podcasts sent you. All right, Derek, how's everything going with the pregnancy? Everything's good. When's the due date?
July 1st.
Did you hear that, Teddy? July 1st?
July 1st? Are you serious? That's like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, she's camped out on the couch right now. She's just enjoying the last few weeks of quiet.
Teddy, he's got his Penn State shirt on. He's got his hair slicked back, his sunglasses on. He's like all boys this summer. He's glowing. He looks fantastic. Is this what happens when you're about to have a child? You kind of glow a little bit, don't you?
This is like my midlife crisis I'm already having. So,
I mean, the hair color, I can see the chest hairs coming from the top of the t-shirt.
Which is it's a crew neck t-shirt. How's it happening? I don't know.
All there. It's all there. Now, Derek, this podcast can tend to be a family podcast, and we try to keep it kind of clean here. I am a God-fearing, church-going fella.
Exactly.
But I got to tell you the rest of the story about the target. Now, Teddy did not complete the story. Remember, he got his coffee. He came outside. I'm standing there. He handed me my coffee, and he told me something when he handed me my coffee.
And what was that?
And what he told me, I thought it was very important that I take that and try to communicate that best I can to his lovely wife, Hazel. Wait, shut up. So, we get back. Are you there, Teddy?
Yeah, I'm right there.
Okay. We get back to the house. And there's...
I honestly don't remember this, so... Okay.
Oh, let me see if I can refresh your memory. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm gonna use a term that I think it's clean to tell this story, and I'm gonna call them. I'm just gonna use the word yabos. Yabos. Okay. How's
okay.
That?
That's
yabos.
Clean. That's clean. PG.
Yabos.
Yabos.
So he comes out. He hands me my coffee. And he tells me this. He says, "Hey, Vic, the person making the coffee. Remember the person making the coffee? Remember?
Oh yeah.
Pretty.
He said, here's your coffee. That dude had some major league yabos.
Major league
yabos.
And he just came from an Astros game, so he knows the big leagues when he sees them.
That he had some major league yabos. I go, Teddy, I'm telling Hazel this. I'm going, Hazel, all this stuff going on in there. There's a pee story at the bathroom, the this, the that, all this, the and what does he come out and tell me? He comes out and tells me that the curly top person making the coffee had major league yabos. That's all he had to say. We went to the Astros game. Where they got all this talent on and off the field, if you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying.
He doesn't make one comment. I'm telling you, he's a good Christian man. His eye doesn't wander.
I didn't make one comment about women. I made comments, but not about women.
His eye doesn't wander.
Okay.
Look, Derek.
I'm there to watch your game.
I know. His eyes don't wander. I admire that. His eyes never wander.
Exactly.
They don't wander.
Okay.
Yeah.
Derek, I admire that. Yeah. So imagine me, he's handing me my coffee, and I'm hearing about the dude's yabos. It just shocked me.
The yabos were tipping the pitches. That's what it was.
Should this not rub me? Derek, should this not rub me?
I mean,
I wanted to make sure you saw, because it was more like yabba dabba dabba.
I left. I never saw the yabos, Teddy. But you know what? I'm kind of glad you did.
You should have stood up.
I should have. Should have been a man.
Yeah. I should have taken a picture.
That's it.
Between you taking pictures of yabos and Vic out in the parking lot, having a moment, you guys were.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you ever need any advice, just reach out to us on any of our platforms. We'll tell you what actions to get off to get what. I mean, I could tell you what you need to do to get what.
We can give you good directions. That's right. But some of the number exits or the numbers of the exits might be a little bit off. To be honest with you.
Did you at least stop at Buc-ee's?
Just a few. Here and there, just a few. We did not stop at Buc-ee's.
We did not stop at Buc-ee's.
Wow.
My first time ever to not stop at Buc-ee's.
Me too.
Stop either way, I don't think.
Well, you know why? Because we were getting out of there. I had a game that night with my 6-year-olds.
Okay.
So we wanted to make sure that...
Yeah, you were kind of...
You spent some time at Buc-ee's.
Yeah, Buc-ee's, I never get tell out of there.
No.
You know.
Well, I stopped coming back from the Florida trip just yesterday. We stopped at Buc-ee's. You know, the one that's just outside of Mobile, between Mobile and Pensacola.
Oh, yeah.
And, it's kind of a newer one, I guess, probably maybe a couple years now.
Yeah, we stopped.
It was jam-packed. You couldn't even walk in that place. And some lady in the... Vic, you know how my wife, Hazel, how she can whistle real loud?
Oh, she can.
So there's a dog running through the parking lot. So you got cars coming in, you got cars going out, you got a guy out there, directing traffic, you got people crossing, trying to get in Buc-ee's, get out of Buc-ee's. And here comes a dog just running through. There's going to be somebody behind it chasing it, right? Here comes this lady. She's on the phone, and my wife gets out and whistles, right? And the dog keeps going. Yeah, and she gives my wife a dirty look, like, what are you doing? Well, she goes, I'm just trying to help. The dog, I think they caught the dog. But hey, I wanted to tell you also, I'm going to follow the Florida trip. I went to Tropicana Field. I went to Rays game, Rays in the Dodgers. I hadn't been there in about 10 years. And let me tell you something, nothing's changed there. I don't think either one of you guys have been there ever. No. I think Vic's been there, right?
No,
I think yes.
I've never been there. Tropicana. No, I've heard it's a dump. I heard it's a dump, but when you watch it on TV, it don't look like a dump.
Terrible.
Really?
Yeah. The Rays, are they still the hottest team in baseball?
Oh, they're the best team.
When I went with you. Yeah. They can't even, they had about 23,000. And I think the sellout is only 26,000.
Well, they go to see the other team. They go to see
the Dodgers.
Yeah. Sometimes.
That's the deal. So the Dodgers had a good turnout, in Tampa, but the whole Jack, they don't even sell tickets. It's just empty seats, and they don't sell it. They haven't sold it since 2019. They're trying to create a more intimate experience.
That's too bad. They got a really good baseball team.
Yeah.
Now, when you were there, when you were there, were they selling any? I'm holding in my hand now. Derek is looking at it. Did they have any Cracker Jill?
Oh, Cracker Jills.
Did you get any Cracker Jill?
No, I didn't get a Cracker Jill. I didn't see that.
Cracker Jill.
I think I saw the Trop, didn't they? I think they put some rainbow colors on the exterior for the month of June.
Do you see what I'm holding? It's a freaking Cracker Jill.
Yeah.
It's Cracker Jill.
Cracker Jill.
That's what the makers of Cracker Jack.
Yeah.
There's no more Jack. Now there's Jill.
Just Jill.
It's Cracker Jill now. I mean, have you ever seen this before?
Is that just Cracker Jacks with no nuts?
It's Cracker Jack. Look, it's Cracker Jack. Look. It's Cracker Jill.
Jack, it's Cracker Jill.
The original. Okay. The original Cracker Jill.
What?
Look, from the makers of Cracker Jack. Take a look. And these are all your Jills on the back. Okay. I want you to describe me the Jills. You'll get one of a few Jills. Okay, there it is.
You know what? I'm going to say this. It is 2023. The fact that they did leave the nuts with Cracker Jill still makes sense. It makes...
That's anatomically incorrect. Leaving the nuts in there. Look on the back. You tell me what they are, because I don't know if you describe it, Derek. I don't know. So you're going to get one of... First of all, that particular Jill... The turnaround on the main part.
Okay.
The bag I got, the crackers. It was delicious, by the way.
Right.
It's still the same Cracker Jack.
Uh-huh.
Now, I would describe her. She looks like a flight attendant. No? Is she a flight attendant? What is she?
I think she's still going with the sailor outfit. It's the sailor outfit.
She's a sailor?
She's a sailor.
She's a sailor. Okay, she's Cracker Jill the sailor.
Ethnic sailor. And then you've also, I'm looking at, it's like the village people back here. If they were all...
Teddy. Everybody is included. Yeah. This is what you call inclusion.
Everybody.
This is your typical example of inclusion. And, as long as it tastes the same, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah.
But they got some... Pick yourself a bag up of Cracker Jill and let me know what it does to you, because it's a...
Can you buy it at your local grocer?
Yeah.
Or just a ballpark?
I would think it's out there. It's out the closet, this Cracker Jill stuff.
I
don't think anyone's talked about it. I think it's the first pod. We are the official podcast of Cracker Jill. Let me just tell you that right now. I got no problems with Cracker Jill. I don't care about. I like this Cracker Jill. I like the other. I like the. There's a cheerleader Cracker Jill. There's they're all kind of sailorish though. They all got kind of like this is weird.
It is a lot.
The outfits are weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If you have a daughter, you know.
I'm having a daughter. Yeah.
Don't ever buy her any of those dolls. They're called LOL dolls.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
They're like little hooker dolls.
Yeah.
I mean, this is really weird. This is weird. Cracker Jade. Anyway, it was fantastic. It tasted, delicious. Anyway, so they didn't have any Cracker Jill over there at Tropicana, huh, Teddy?
No, I didn't see any. They may have. Look, I was just so amazed in a way that they hadn't done anything to the small park. And I mean, we're in the upper deck. You had to leave the actual stadium to go down to a lower level to get something at a concession stand. It was just,
Teddy, you sound like an old Jewish man bitching about something. Is what you do.
Well, I mean, it was like that. It was like, you know what? And then I'm in this. There's this Facebook group, and you guys may be familiar with it. It's a rather large Facebook group. It's called Ballpark Chasers. It's got about 85,000 members. So I posted a little, a couple pictures and made a few negative comments about the place. And oh my God, you think I was, talking about their kids or something?
Well, they got a good team. Teddy, they got a good team. You don't bet. They got a good team.
Well, I'm not talking about this team. I'm just talking about the stadium.
Yeah, but you're talking about the stadium. We're talking about the team. You're talking about the stadium.
Well, I did post a video of just a brief little video on our TikTok page for All Over the Road, and it's got a couple thousand views last time I looked at it. The lease expires in 2027. There may be a new ballpark in the future.
I hope so. I sure hope so, Teddy. Well, Teddy, I'm sure they appreciated your money. As you know, at all these ballparks these days, kids, if you don't know, there's no cash accepted anywhere. Nobody's got the beer and pouring it by your stand. He's got remember they used to have the bills between their fingers and they peel off the change.
Yeah, walked up and down the aisle.
Hey, go big, pop the cracker jack. None of that going on these games no more.
Sad.
None of it. None of it's going on.
It's ambiance.
It is. But anyway, Teddy, we're going to make a quick trip to Fenway pretty soon. I'll let you know, okay?
Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah. All right. Look forward to that.
Hey, Teddy, we missed you here, but thanks for being on the big show. You've been a real good sport.
Thanks for calling. Anytime.
Semper. Maury Semper. I don't like my fish. What's wrong with this fish? It's a terrible fish. He's better as a guest.
I like him. Yeah.
I just love him. Cracker Jill. There it is. All right. Well, this is the last thing I want to talk to you about because I really need your opinion about this. Okay. Have you seen the deal with the Wagyu?
The Wagyu, like the beef?
Yeah, with the Wagyu.
No, I don't think I've seen that.
Something. Yeah. No God-fearing Texan.
Okay.
Should ever eat any freaking Wagyu. Okay. What is this stuff? There's this guy down the street. He opens up this new butchery place. Remember where Swags used to be?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you go in there, and it's supposed to be Louisiana butchery. When you go in there, they got no cage and nothing. They got no stuff. Nothing like the butcher block, over on the West Bank where you can stuff chickens, you can get the turducken and all that. You get none of that. And so I asked him, he goes, hey, we're gonna have Louisiana produce and everything. And I said, well, you're going to have Creole tomatoes here? He goes, oh, no, we're going to go with aromas. I go, well, that's not Louisiana. And then he's selling beef. He's selling this freaking Wagyu.
Oh, yeah.
I'm asking him, I go, what is this stuff? He goes, it's some Japanese beef.
Yeah.
Why do I want Japanese beef?
It's apparently they're like the most well manicured, well taken care of cows in the world. They get like massages and they get all sorts of there's a process, and that's why they get to charge you, $1 jillion.
Have you ever had any Wagyu?
I have.
You've had the Wagyu.
I have. I thought it was you know what? I've had better. I've had worse. You know what I mean? It's good, but it's not.
Shame on you, Derek, because I'm going to tell you right now.
Well.
Shame on you. A Texas born and bred, breeded and reared Texan.
It was in Texas though that I had it, so it was a Texan that served me. So
that is a darn shame.
Yeah,
it's Wagyu. I mean, this is what he's selling over there.
Yeah,
I don't come here to get Wagyu. I want the prime.
Yeah,
where's the prime? Where's the prime USDA choice? No, we get Wagyu. That's what this world's going to. It's going to Wagyu and a handbasket is where it's going. Wagyu and a handbasket is where it's going. All right, so anything on the meteorologist front? Nothing, huh? No job offers yet or anything?
Nothing yet. No, just real estate's just been keeping me preoccupied for the short term and all. But really, it's been the baby. All hands on deck for this baby that's coming. So, but we're excited. A little lady.
Sure
so it's changing times.
I'm excited too. I can't wait. Wait. Let me know. I want to know.
Okay.
Maybe, because you can have people up at the hospital, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to come on up there. Oh, yeah.
There you
some
go.
Cigars. Let's go. Let's
do it. Absolutely.
I remember that. I remember those days. That was a long time ago.
I'm excited. And apparently I can't smoke in the waiting room and, patiently, back and forth walk and pace and stuff. They said I can't do that. So.
Well, a lot of these places where you can't smoke, you just vape. That's what
true.
you do.
That's
these
true.
Times. This wasn't too hard on you today, huh? The schedule?
No, this was good. This was good.
Thanks for coming by. You caught me right in the middle of a sandwich. I was over there at Dornax today. It was booming. Let me tell you something. That Dornax, that's a gold mine, huh?
It is.
That place is unbelievable.
There's a line there every day. It doesn't matter what time I go. It's just there's always people there.
And you can't ever park. Everybody parks crooked.
Yeah.
They screw up all the parking.
I don't know.
What's the deal? Get between the lines. That's all.
I found it. Just park on the side. That's what I do. Just.
His name is Derek. Former TV star and soon-to-be famous meteorologist here in the City of Orleans. I'm Victor Deltro. It's all over the podcast. Don't forget to follow us on all of our platforms and make comments. We've got the 24-hour listener line, and I guess that just about does it. Until next time, Derek, thanks a lot. You know I love you.
Absolutely.
Huh? Don't forget to share the show.
You got it.
Okay, because sharing is caring. God bless y'all. See y'all later.
Come on, the Coin Trader Studios, we're bringing it live. And who am I? I go by the name of Darkest Night. And Jada Hoyos is the one who brings a sick beat, to which we're getting pumped for topics this week. So let me grab my great soda and take a sip, while I turn it over to Katie, Nick, Ted, and Vic. It's all over. We're all over the road. We got a brand new show, so just lo and behold, from the bayou to the city to the burbs to the swamps, you better know what time it is when you're hearing that.
What you doing, Shaq? Now help me understand. That man on the Weather Channel, you watching the Weather Channel? That man on TV said not one, but 2 hurricanes. I got some extra canned good if you need some, because they done bought everything out the store. Man, yeah, I went this morning, but I'm going to talk to you later, okay? Okay. Bye-bye, Shaq. Be careful. Okay, man, bye. Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
I can't.
You can't hear it?
No, can't hear anything in the old headphones.
Give me a testicle.
Testicle 1, 2. Testicle.
Your phone.
Test. Hey, there we are. There we go.
How you doing now?
I'm hearing everything.
How you like me now? Okay, let's do a little show here with Derek. Here we go.
It's exciting.
Teddy. Here we go. Teddy's disappeared.
I hope he's well.
I've heard from him. He's disappeared. I don't really know where the heck he is.
I don't think they do the milk carton thing anymore. So, but I don't even know if he'd be a candidate at his age. They'd be like, "How old is he?" Yeah, no, we've lost him. I'm sorry.
I don't know, but he's disappeared a little bit. I don't know.
Why every time hurricane season come around, I never have gas? Like, I've been riding around trying to find a gas station with gas, and everybody out. I'm gonna get love. How I'm supposed to evacuate? Where I'm gonna go with no gas? I'm literally on E, like 8 miles to empty. New Orleans hurricane season suck. Cause we talking about evacuating, and I promise you this thing not even gonna be that bad. We don't need this right now. It's too much going on in the world, and top of hurricane on top of that, I don't like it.
All of the Road New Orleans is brought to you by CoinTrader Inc. For real-time prices on gold, silver, palladium, and platinum 24/7, go to goldpricesnow.com. That's goldpricesnow.com.
We thank you all. This is the announcer guy speaking. For 4 seasons and all over the road, the podcast, New Orleans.